Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new trip report today. I am very excited to bring you along with me as I am on my first widebody tonight. As you can see by that ginormous tail, I am flying the brand new Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200 from Anchorage to Seattle on their brand new route. This will also be my first time on an Airbus. Hello everybody and welcome to the Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport, my local airport as I've said multiple times in my video. Alaska truly is something else. I can't believe I live here. The sun rises at 1:50 in the morning. And here I am walking through the terminal, walking up to the Hawaiian Airlines counter for the very first time. That's really exciting coming from my airport as the airline has not been here in almost 40 years. I'm very excited to see them here. Next up is TSA. I am so glad I have TSA pre-check. It's so worth it. And it gets me through a lot faster than original. And now we begin my longest walk ever from the main part of the terminal to the very last gate at C9, which holds our giant aircraft. Walking down, you can also see this nice popcorn, jazzy. After a walk that feels like an eternity, we finally see the C9 gate sign. I've personally never been this far at the airport, and look at that cute little area for kids. It's amazing. I live here and I don't even notice somehow some of the things here. And here at C9, housing is our very large aircraft for today, November 380 Hotel Alpha, a 15-year-old A330 delivered brand new to Hawaiian Airlines in 2010. What makes this flight so special is this is the very first one they ever got. I'm very excited to say this is my very first time flying Hawaiian Airlines mainline fleet. I've wanted to try it for years. And just about now the crew is telling the people that they can start boarding, which is my turn to board. I got Comfort Plus, which grants me priority access. I am so excited to finally walk on my first ever long jet bridge. It even goes upwards. Wow, this thing is ginormous. I can't believe I'm finally flying on one. Once again, the star of our show, November 380 Hotel Alpha. And here I am double tapping the airplane for good luck as always. 11J. Finally, welcome on board the Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200. In the front, there are 18 first-class seats in a 2-2-2 configuration. Following that, there's Comfort Plus with 68 seats. And following that, there is Economy Class with 192 standard 2-4-2 configuration seats. My seat today is 11J in Comfort Plus. While walking up to see the cockpit, I saw the first class seats, which look amazing. My goal is to try these lie flat seats in the future. If I could check out the flight deck for a minute?
Sure, come on up.
I've never been in an Airbus before.
Oh yeah? You live up here?
Yes, I am born and raised Alaskan.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, this looks very comfy.
Yeah, it's a lot more room than your 737s.
Yeah, this is my first wide body. Very excited about this brand new partnership route with Alaska, and I hope that this does well because I'd like to eventually see. I've never been in a French-made aircraft. How do you work that? This is a lot different than Boeing's.
Yeah, it's just a matter of familiar.
This is a humongous cockpit. More space than the 7.3 for sure.
Yeah.
I'm very happy the pilot was kind enough to print out the RCAS aircraft takeoff performance for me and give me both those copies. After that incredible cockpit visit, let's check out our seat, which is 11J in Comfort Plus on the bulkhead. And here we have this giant monitor screen in front of us,
in Seattle,
which is really cool.
You'll be met by a Hawaiian Airlines representative who will direct you to your connecting gate or baggage claim. Flight is now ready for departure. We now leave you in the care of our excellent in-flight team. Mahalo and enjoy your flight.
Members share important safety information from some of our favorite places throughout our island home.
Let's check out the Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200 safety card. I am definitely going to add one of these to my collection. Super happy to finally fly on an Airbus. And here's all the information.
To fly with us. Mahalo nui ke kohoana e lele pume mako.
Enjoy your flight.
As we are taxiing for takeoff, we have this absolutely incredible sunrise happening behind me. Here I am passing a beautiful Skylease Cargo 747-400. Also, look at that fat winglet on our aircraft. And here we have this absolutely gorgeous Cathay Pacific Cargo 747-8 freighter. You can almost see the whole cockpit zoomed in. Queen number 3 for the day is this absolutely gorgeous China Airlines Cargo 747-400 freighter. I'm hoping within the next few years to finally fly on a passenger 747 before they're all history. So without further ado, here we are taxiing the runway for takeoff. Thank you for spotting my departure, AK Aviation, as always. Look at that absolutely gorgeous 747 taking off in the sunrise at 3 in the morning in Anchorage. Absolutely incredible. So glad to call this my base. Getting ready to turn and burn. Be ready for the best sounding takeoff you've ever had in your whole life. Here we are passing some absolutely gorgeous Alaskan glaciers. The views on this trip just kept getting better and better. And following that, we soon get to see the strawberry moon. And here we have it, the very rare strawberry moon. Very nice to see that in flight as we leave on one of the first Hawaiian Airlines routes from Anchorage. Here's a look at the brand new free in-flight Hawaiian Airlines Starlink Wi-Fi. I am very glad that they offer this because paying for Wi-Fi really stinks, and more airlines should include free Wi-Fi nowadays. So I'm very glad that Hawaiian is going to start that. And getting to the Wi-Fi is pretty easy. Just go to the settings and go to the Wi-Fi, and then you can automatically browse. It's already connected. So let's take a look at Flight Radar 24 to see if I can track my flight. And here we go. And everything looks like it's working pretty fast. I mean, for an airplane at 40,000 feet, it's pretty incredible to be able to text and talk with friends. Instagram looks like it's working pretty well. You can see all my messages. Now let's scroll over to YouTube to see how well that performs. And shockingly, it actually loaded really, really fast. Next, we'll log on to TikTok to see if anything will load there. Looks pretty good in my end.
6.
So far this flight's going. Flying over some absolutely gorgeous Alaskan mountains as we make our turn out of Anchorage down towards the coast towards Seattle. In Comfort Plus, there's a really nice adjustable headrest that you can move left and right, up and down. And we have an amazing 6 inches of seat recline. Very impressive for my first Airbus. Love it so far. The tray table folds out from your armrest, which is kind of different for Comfort Plus, but here we go. We give a free snack, a Hawaiian pretzel snack mix, and they're now coming around with drink service. And it's really nice. They actually gave you the full can. And since there was no one beside me, I ended up moving to the other seat where I could still look at the window but have a little more table room for my area. Cheers, you guys. Finally flying on my first domestic wide body after so many years of waiting. Hell yeah. Pretty good. It's like sweet and savory. Asked the flight attendant to look at the galley. It looks pretty cool. Pretty large aircraft. This is the biggest aircraft I've ever been on, and I can't wait to fly it more often. Here I am walking from my seat all the way to the back to use the bathroom, and there's just rows and rows of seats in the 242 configuration. Here's the lavatory tour. Welcome to the Airbus A330-200 lavatory. Peace. Here we have a crap ton of room. Here we have the toilet. And there's a baby changing station over there. All your standard stuff, but hella more room than an aero body. As you can see, everything works the way it should be. There's a large changing table there for parents. This lavatory is the biggest one I've ever been inside. It has the most room to sit down, and it's honestly incredible. Peace. I mean, look at the distance from my arm to the sink. You can see this very luxury soap here from Lavatory, foamy hand soap. There you'll also find these hot water and cold water buttons that turn on the sink. And starting now, we have an absolutely beautiful sunrise happening. We're only looking at the right engine. And now I am making my very long way back to my Comfort Plus seat from all the way back in coach. I would eventually like to try every single class of this aircraft one day. The next I have to do is coach and first class, because those first class suites look amazing. I've also got to say, I am so impressed with every single coach and every single class seat has their very own TV. I think that's so cool, and I think more airlines should start doing that. I wish Alaska would eventually get back into that. Also, at the front of the aircraft, you'll see on the bulkheads in the middles, there is this very large information screen. And now we are in absolute beautiful daylight, creeping up upon the winglet here. Absolutely incredible flight so far. It's a shame it has to end so soon. You know, I can't wait to finally do Seattle to Honolulu for almost 6 hours on this aircraft. Definitely another flight I have to try one day. Also, just look at how cool that fan spinner is. It's very hypnotizing when you're flying, and just is the pure AV geekness of me that I have to look at it. And within a couple minutes, we actually are going to start descending. This flight has gone by like crazy, but very enjoyable. Here we have some absolutely gorgeous fluffy clouds that almost look like frosting on a cake. And then you can see one of the little mountains down there. Pretty crazy. Also, hi Vancouver. I'd love to visit you one day. Here we are passing Vancouver City, and that's another airport I'd really like to review one day. So many places to explore.
Indicating our descent, please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened. If you've used any of your carry-on items during our flight, please put them back where they need.
And here we're entering this absolutely gorgeous bank turn into Seattle, coming through those thick clouds on the way down to the airport. Unfortunately, no Space Needle view today, but we had these nice little buildings over the port of Seattle. You know, It's crazy how quickly the weather can change. Yesterday it looked like it was going to be super sunny, but that's okay, next time. There's all the nice ships and stuff at the port as we were flying into downtown. As we are on final descent for the airport, I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Turn on the bell notification so you never miss a future upload. And I hope you enjoy our final approach onto Seattle's 16C. Now, unfortunately, the butter machine lied today on our landing due to all the wind and rain. But hopefully she makes up for it on our arrival back into Anchorage. Thank you so much for the absolutely beautiful shot of my landing in Seattle, Holly. I really appreciate it. I have just a few hours here and then I return back to Anchorage. But it was really fun to do this day trip and to try this brand new route. But very happy to finally fly on my first domestic wide body. It's been many years overdue. And I hope to go on a real international wide body in the next couple of years. That'll be huge for this channel. While pulling up to the Seattle gates, I finally got to see the brand new fully finished sky bridge that connects the domestic terminal to the international terminal so that passengers can go enter the US from their Asia flights. Pretty cool. I don't know what was going on, but there was a bunch of fire trucks out to help United Airlines. I don't know if they had an injured passenger or a fire in the aircraft cabin, but everyone started lining up. And it was kind of a crazy sight to see. Another interesting thing to add to this video, there's the really cool airport fire truck driving up to the United Airlines 737-800 sitting at the gate. I really wonder what happened.
Thank you guys so much.